level 42. You've been around for a long time.
I have.
And you're still going strong.
I am, yeah.
Tell me how you do it. Go on, spill the beans.
It's desperation.
Desperation?
No, it's not.
No.
It's the only thing I'm any good at, basically.
Wow.
I have to, before I got into this, I did try, fixing roofs.
I was going to say, what's your background? Are you a roofer then?
No. I lasted about a week in a roofing company when I told them at the end of the week I didn't like heights.
Oh right, wow.
And that's not good for a roofer.
But Nick, you actually, when you first started, you actually worked with someone in the mid-80s with Elton John. You did a session with Elton John, I think, didn't you?
I did. I played on Nikita, guitar on Nikita, and that some other tracks on the Ice on Fire album. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, there are many people like me with similar age will remember your early days. You're still around mid-60s, still enjoying it, and still performing.
Still loving it, yeah. I mean, in fact, probably more than I did back then. It all seemed horribly stressful and important back then, and it really wasn't. And it's just great to, just a real privilege to be able to get out there in front of all these people and have them sing your own songs back at you.
So where does this talent come from? Is it from your family? Have you got family members who are musical?
They were musical, yeah. My parents were musical. My mum was a singer. He trained in opera.
Wow.
And my dad was a flautist in the local orchestra and stuff. So there's always music around when I was a kid.
So you grew up with music and it just went from there.
Yeah, although I didn't, like most kids or young teenagers, I didn't want to do anything that my parents did. So it wasn't until I was like 14 or 15 that I really kind of got my own angle on it.
Yeah. What was it? What was Live Aid like? I mean, it's been a long. I mean, I remember Live Aid. I'm unfortunately old enough to remember it. But what was it like being in Live Aid?
It was an extraordinary day. It really was. I mean, it kind of that kind of day summed up my career at that time. Really, it was incredibly exciting and equally terrifying.
So now, do you get nervous when you go on stage? Are you going to be nervous tonight?
I still get butterflies, which I think is quite healthy. Keeps you on your toes. Yeah. Concentrates the mind. But yeah, I think that's a good thing.
What's your message in Cheshire? We're in Cheshire, obviously. Rewind.
Yeah.
We're at Capesthorne Hall. Do you live locally or?
No, I live in darkest Suffolk.
Wow, whereabouts?
It's near a little town called Sudbury.
Oh, Sudbury, yeah.
And it's nice to come up here, and I think I played here last year as well, so I can't believe they asked me back. But there you go.
Wow.
Nico, are you still writing?
I don't write as much. My last album was 2020, and I kind of I've slowed down a bit. I think it gets more difficult to surprise yourself, really. But there'll be another album, but it's a much slower process nowadays.
And this is just one day. You're doing a whole tour at the moment, aren't you?
Well, the tour, I've got 2 tours at the end of the year, which are 40th anniversary tours for the 2 first albums, which were released in 1984. But these, I'm just doing loads of festivals during the summer,
And still getting as excited as ever.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's just.
How do you feel about being back in Cheshire? I mean, Capesthorne, beautiful surroundings. How do you feel about being back here?
Yes, it is, and the audiences up here are always fantastic. So it's always a pleasure to come back up here.
Okay, right.
Brilliant.
Good.
Good luck on stage.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for talking to us.
Lovely. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.